On the other side of humanity's coin, we have Donald Trump Jr., who was in court again this morning. There he is. You hear the protesters chanting, crime family, and that is basically what these people are, a crime family, a very dumb crime family, the Gambozos, if you will, and Don Jr., he's so embarrassing. He's on the stand, he's testifying in this $250 million fraud trial, and he has to compliment, he said his father is an artist.
Jimmy Kimmel has absolutely torn Donald Trump Jr. apart over the years. Most people focus on Trump himself, but Don Jr. has been a regular target too, and honestly, it's been ruthless. The funniest part is how it always ends up bothering Trump just as much. But before we jump into the full destruction,
I'm not supposed to rely on a big five accounting firm, like one of the biggest accounting firms in the world. I can pay them millions of dollars. I rely on them to do accounting, but I'm supposed to know more than them. By this logic, insurance companies are going to start suing patients for listening to their doctors. Right? Do you understand? Like, am I supposed to know more? Oh, Don Jr. doesn't know anything about it. I'm not an accountant. I'm a business guy.
I'm a business guy who had his elbows soldered together, and now...
If you want more videos calling out the Trump family's hypocrisy, make sure you hit subscribe right now. Drop a like, leave a comment, and stay tuned, because we cover the chaos the mainstream media won't touch. Now let's get into where this really starts.
And while Don Jr. was in New York preparing to testify in court, his fiancée Kimberly was at the party dressed up as Trump's constituent, Snow White. Don Jr. was not at Daddy Donald's last night. The prodigal son was being grilled as part of the $250 million case against their business. There he is, tiny soprano. I wonder what's going through his head right now.
I should have worn makeup.
Oh, yeah. Good one. Here's the thing about Don Jr. What he lacks in intelligence, he also lacks in charisma. So,
Don Jr. posted WTF is wrong with Cracker Barrel, like he was some kind of small-town defender. Kimmel's reply was brutal. He mocked him as a rich New York Nepo kid pretending to be a down-home patriot, then added the perfect line, as if Don Jr. has ever even been to a Cracker Barrel. And this wasn't just a one-time joke. Kimmel has been going after Don Jr. for years. Next came the SpaceX moment in November 2024, when Don Jr. joined his dad at Elon Musk's rocket launch, and cameras caught something that instantly sparked attention.
Cracker Barrel is the Amish Applebee's. It's Apple B-. It's barely a restaurant. It's a restaurant that sells yo-yos made of wood, okay? Calm down. But all the woke yokels were up in arms. Even cosplay grits gobbler, New York prep school Nepo baby Don Jr. whined, WTF is wrong with Cracker Barrel, as if he's ever been to a Cracker Barrel. You ruined my rocking chair store. Maybe my favorite bit of misplaced outrage came from this gentleman who wrote, they got rid of a white guy from a logo and they are celebrating and patting themselves on the back for it. Yeah, yes, it's racism. White men are being erased from American logos. It's Caucasian icon genocide. I mean...
On live TV, Don Jr. pulled his hand out of his pocket and rubbed his finger across his gums multiple times. I'm not saying what it was, but Kimmel definitely had thoughts. He joked maybe it was fun dip, maybe his veneers hurt, and the audience lost it.
You know, I mentioned last night Trump was the guest of honor at a launch event for Elon Musk's new rocket, and he wasn't the only Donald Trump. Don Jr. was there, and he's been getting some unwanted attention for this. Let's look at that again in slow motion. He goes to the pocket, he fishes around, and well, let's not jump to conclusion. Maybe he's got some fun dip in there, you know?
The internet went wild. Some people made assumptions, others defended him, saying it could have been nicotine. But these rumors have followed Don Jr. for years. The sniffing, the frantic energy, the awkward denials. And when you deny something that specifically, people notice.
I get it. My guys who I stayed in touch with, many of them just dear friends, they're like, hey dude, there's no way you would have gotten away with that. I go, I know, luckily I don't snort cocaine, like it's not my thing.
Kimmel didn't even have to accuse him directly. He just showed the footage and let the audience connect the dots. Sometimes the sharpest comedy is simply holding up a mirror. Then came another takedown, the Allowance post.
His veneers were hurting and he needed a little dollop of Sensodyne. Whatever it was, it didn't stop DJ TJ from posting another super cool TikTok video from inside a rocket that unfortunately did not launch with him in it.
We're actually inside a Falcon Heavy rocket right now. Does not get cooler than this. Each one of these engines has the equivalent of 4 747 engines, each one. And there's dozens of them in these rockets. But each one of these guys, 4 747 engines.
He's fine, everybody. There's nothing to worry about at all. Where's Hunter?
Don Jr. posted a photo of Ukraine's President Zelensky with the caption, POV, you're 38 days from losing your allowance. Kimmel responded instantly, saying, it's bold words from someone who's definitely still on his father's phone plan.
With real estate. Yeah, he's an artist. He's Vincent Van Gogh to jail with real estate. He also posted that his dad is the father of hotel gyms. He said, maybe someone put a gym in a building somewhere, but no one did it at the scale of my father. He's saying that his father, the father of the hotel gym, is a guy who's never stepped inside one, okay? The amount of ass kissing in this trial is insane. DJ TJ, of course, denies any and all wrongdoing and is instead going with the our accountants did it defense.
Think about how absurd that is. A man whose entire career exists because of his last name, mocking a wartime leader fighting for his country. Zelensky is leading through invasion, while Don Jr.'s biggest skill is posting online and selling merch.
I move my arms like a Muppet all the time. And with all the complaining the Trumps do about this trial playing out in the media, you could barely even turn the channel without seeing their lawyer doing an interview with somebody.
What have they been asking the kids? And tell me how they fit into all of this.
They don't fit into all of this. What have they been asking the kids? It's very simple. They'll ask the kids, did you give a value to somebody? Did you do something? And everybody said resoundingly no. And these kids did nothing wrong. They should not be in this case. Ivanka's already out of the case. The boys should not be in the case.
That's right. They're just boys. They're kids. Eric has a book report due this weekend. They're both still wearing pull-ups. They're on trial? I mean, come on.
Then Kimmel exposed even deeper hypocrisy. In September 2024, he visited Don Jr.'s website selling MAGA merchandise, marketed as American-made and patriotic. But Kimmel had a feeling something was off.
We sent somebody to his golf course. He has a golf course in Palos Verdes, not far from here, and also to Trump Tower in New York, where many of the items for sale, the Trump items, are made in, guess where? That's right, China. This pink knit scarf, this beautiful item, made in China. These Trump flasks, this shot glass, this very patriotic water bottle, this Trump, the American flag hat, made in China, this Trump military jacket, all made in China. Unbelievable.
So he ordered one of the hats. When it arrived, the label said, Made in China. The irony was obvious. Don Jr. rants about China constantly, yet he's selling Chinese-made products to his own supporters.
It's beyond shameless. Now, this product is not an official. He does not, as far as I know, make any money from this. But this is an original piece of art. It's called Trumpy Trout. It's kind of like, you remember the Billy Bass? They came up with the Trumpy Trout. This is actually for sale. And if you...
I'm the biggest Trump in the pod, and there's bigger Trump than me, and probably never will be. Let's make fishing great again.
Yeah, right. It's like,
If you're enjoying this breakdown, hit the like button real quick. It helps the video reach more people. And if you haven't subscribed yet, don't miss out. Now back to why Kimmel's takedowns work so well.
Don and Don Jr. had some father and son event this weekend. They went to the UFC fight at Madison Square Garden. There they are. Trump's being cheered on. With he's got Dana White there. He's got Tucker Carlson in the back. He's got Kid Rock in tow. And of course, oh yeah, there we go, little fist bump. Don Jr. was thrilled to be a part of the group. He posted this picture of him and Tuck cackling in their blue checker print shirts. A couple of banana Republicans right there. And
Kimmel doesn't rely on random insults. He uses Don Jr.'s own actions. The Cracker Barrel post shows fake identity. The SpaceX clip shows strange behavior. The Ukraine caption shows cruelty. The China merch shows grifting. Kimmel just lays out the evidence.
And before I share this, I'd like to remind you, this is a post from the President of the United States. He wrote, as previously mentioned, we are giving serious thought to taking away Rosie's citizenship. She is not a great American and is, in my opinion, incapable of being so. Here's the thing, whenever he's spitting out, he goes back to Rosie. That's his safe space. He zeroes out. Calling her fat is what makes him comfortable. Meanwhile, she's about half his weight now. In fact, this photo he posted... He posted the photo. This photo he posted looks really more like him than her.
And eventually, it always leads back to Trump. Every time Don Jr. gets mocked, Trump can't stop himself from reacting. Late-night jokes turn into political revenge, and the pattern repeats again and again.
Jimmy Kimmel was fired because he had bad ratings more than anything else, and he said a horrible thing about a great gentleman known as Charlie Kirk. And Jimmy Kimmel is not a talented person. He had very bad ratings, and they should have fired him a long time ago. So, you can call that free speech or not. He was fired for lack of talent.
Look at this. The Biden FBI placed 274 agents into the crowd on January 6th. If this is so, which it is, a lot of very good people will be owed big apologies. What a scam. Do something, President DJT. Joe Biden planting 274 FBI agents in the crowd is diabolical, especially considering the fact he somehow did this 2 weeks before becoming president. For a brain-dead vegetable, he couldn't even sign his own name. Somehow Joe Biden was able to get a lot of stuff done. It's amazing.
In September 2025, Trump posted on Truth Social that he couldn't believe ABC gave Jimmy Kimmel his job back. He called him unfunny, accused him of being a Democrat mouthpiece, and treated late-night comedy like a national threat.
Moments after we taped our show last night, the Mad Red Hatter wrote, "I can't believe ABC fake news gave Jimmy Kimmel his job back." You can't believe they gave me my job back. I can't believe we gave you your job back. Brendan Carr, the chairman of the FCC, telling an American company, we can do this the easy way or the hard way, and that these companies can find ways to change conduct and take action on Kimmel, or there's going to be additional work for the FCC ahead, in addition to being a direct violation of the First Amendment, is not a particularly intelligent threat to make in public. Ted Cruz said he sounded like a mafioso. Although, I don't know, if you want to hear a mob boss make a threat like that, you have to hide a microphone in a deli and park outside in a van with a tape recorder all night long. This genius said it on a podcast. Brendan Carr is the most embarrassing Carr Republicans have embraced since this one. And that's saying something.
Then, Trump escalated even further, bragging about extracting money from media companies before and hinting he could do it again. That's not leadership. That's intimidation dressed up as politics.
Not sure we're even allowed to show his neck on TV. Wouldn't it be funny if the FCC fined us for showing his neck on TV? Trump went on, I never like taking pictures from underneath angles, but this is a super bad picture and deserves to be called out. What are they doing and why? It's like he's a TikTok influencer yelling at her boyfriend for not knowing her angles. The photographer for Time could not be reached for comment. He is currently en route to El Salvador. But poor Kim Jong-un, his big day is ruined. And I'll tell you what, if he doesn't like the cover photo, wait till he sees the back of the magazine. I don't know how he's going to spank himself with that. Trump is threatening to make irreversible cuts if there's a shutdown, which, you know what, I was recently the victim of a government shutdown. They are reversible, I will tell you that.
And that's why Don Jr. matters in this story. He represents everything wrong with the Trump dynasty: fake populism, constant grifting, cruelty toward real leaders, and pure nepotism. His biggest qualification has always been his last name.
It's the show the FCC doesn't want you to see. We're doing something fun tonight. We're doing something unprecedented tonight. Now, although I think it's unprecedented, I did not bother to check.